I'm going to talk to you. I bought grapeseed oil made from the seeds of grapes right here. Okay. Now, we talk about omega 3s that you need for your body. These are your acids that your each cell needs. Now, grapeseed oil is very high in omega 6. Now, if you get too much of it, it causes inflammation. All right? I want you to understand this. Some people have inflammation and they don't understand where it comes from. We'll talk about why you don't even know you're getting this amount of omega 6. Now, omega 6 your cells need, but the thing is it's got to be balanced with omega 3s. So it's a lower omega 6 and a higher omega 3. But because grape oil is high in omega 6, it unless you have the omega 3 to balance it out, you end up with inflammation, you end up with stomach problems and all. Now, the omega 6 is a blood thinner for our blood. It also helps our skin from aging and wrinkles and stuff. All right, so you've got the good and the bad of it, but you have to understand how it works. Okay, so if it's not balanced, you have a problem. Now, if you get too much omega 6, which is high in grapeseed oil, you will notice that the inflammation in joints start aching and all. This isn't what you want. Now, we're going to talk about processed food, which is very important because the processed meals, you buy them instantly already made and you stick them in, you defrost them, or however you do. We used to have to bake things like that. If it's already pre-made, guess which oil they use? Grapeseed oil. And it's high in omega 6, not the omega 3s. And you have to have more omega 3s than omega 6. So as you're eating all this instant food and you think as you're getting older that inflammation is just something that you deal with, upset stomachs, digestion. This is standard for old people. This is what they're convincing us of. Okay? Not so. It's what they're using because this oil is cheap. They put it in all that free food. I'm sure the mayonnaise that they make is using that oil. But see, they don't have to tell you what kind of oil it is. They just say oil because the government allows it. So they get the cheapest one they can and they use this. Now, you have different grades of grapeseed oil. If you get the right one, a very expensive one, and it's processed properly, you can pretty much balance it out with other things. This is why I make my own all blend, so I can sit there and make sure that I get all my omegas in one shot, which makes it easier for me. You wonder why I do what I do. But remember, if you use grape seed or you use a lot of pre-made packaged food and it has oil in it, you can bet 10 to 10. In other words, I'm not saying 9 to 10 or 50-50. I'm going to say they're absolutely going to use the cheapest one they can, grapeseed oil, which also has other things in it that's not 100% grape seed. So you're going to end up with that high omega 6, and your omega 3 is going to be down here, which is going to cause an imbalance. But the cells need omega 6. It's not that they don't, they really do need it, but you have to be extremely careful. So now, chefs love grapeseed oil. You know why? It doesn't have a flavor into it. It's mild, so they can make mayonnaise with it. They can make salad dressings. Any place where they don't want the mixture of like olive oil, corn oil, safflower, or anything, they'll use this one because it doesn't have a flavor, so it doesn't interfere with any of the flavors. User, hello. Can I say hello to Nikki Top? I guess you can. Title, hi to everybody. Alexa, hi, and good morning to all of you. So they're using this as well, but I'm sure they use other, but they like to use this so they don't interfere with any of the flavors that they're putting out in their pans. Another thing is that you can use this, but you can only go so high in temperature with this as well. So you have to be careful of how high you go. Now, once you open these oils, I don't care what anybody tells you, you have acids and vitamins and nutrients in these oils. When you open them, they have to go into the refrigerator to protect them because the air will slowly destroy them. The vitamin E that's in them, the omegas that are in them, and then you end up with rancid oil and you wonder why you get sick. Very carefully. I feel like I'm walking through a minefield, Alexa. That's how I feel. Every time I go to the store, I have to sort of walk like a minefield, like a soldier would. Don't step there. That's when I say don't hit that. Don't buy that and don't buy this. So I wanted you to know about this. So if you end up with inflammation and stuff, you've pretty darn sure you've got an imbalance of your omega-6 with your omega-3, because the omega-3 has to be higher than your omega-6. You don't need a lot of omega-6 for your body, but your cells do need it. Now, grapeseed is great for your skin and all, but if it's balanced, and it keeps wrinkles away as well, so you've got to be careful how you balance all these things. So when I sit there and show you what I'm doing, I'm trying to balance. I'm not perfect. Please do not think I am. Do not put me on a pedestal. I am just like you, anybody else, trying to do the best I can with what I've got and make it work. This is why I make my all blends. This is why I use certain oils and stuff when I make my mayonnaise, and I go back and forth frying. I only fry and use the oil for so much. This all affects your skin and your organs on the inside, causes your aches and pains. I do not have inflammation or anything else, so I must be doing something right. So anyway, I just thought you would like to know this to help you help yourself to understand. So if you use a lot of this grapeseed oil, be aware that you're going to throw your omega-3s down and increase that omega-6, which is going to cause your inflammation and the pain that you will have to deal with. You have to get it back into balance. My grocery, if you ever went through the grocery store with me, I spend more time in the fruit and vegetable. I like going to my butcher more than using the store there. And I'll hit the dairy department. But most of the aisles, I walk straight through. And that's how I do it. So listen, that's information I think you should know to protect yourself and your health, okay? But if you notice that when you have it and you're starting to end up with digestive problems, diarrhea, vomiting, or something like that, that would be one of the causes from having too much grapeseed oil. I have never used grapeseed oil, but I had a recipe and I said, well, I'll try it, but I'll be very careful that I don't use too much of this because I don't want to undo what I have already done. Okay? So listen, you take care and have a great day, okay? Bye-bye.